quest to produce waveform close to sine wave. Let's understand how we can produce the waveform, output voltage waveform, that is more close and which represent the sine wave more closely than the square wave, and what is the actual requirement to produce the waveform more close to sine wave instead of square wave. We have seen that with the different switching arrangement, single phase and three phase square wave inverter can be implemented. In the bridge inverter with the 4 switches single phase inverter, we will have the square wave output. But which output we require? Actually it is the sine wave. What are the possibility to produce the different shape of voltage waveform in case of inverter is we can just switch on and off at the desired instant, so that to maintain the frequency is very easy by switching it on and off at desired instant. But to maintain the shape of voltage close to sine wave is quite difficult and it is challenging. Let's understand what if output voltage waveform or output current waveform is not pure sine in nature, because our major equipment are built to operate at the sine wave with the frequency 60 or 50 Hz depending upon the region. So impure sine wave, that is of voltage and current or current, result in increased heating in equipment and conductor, that is due to higher hysteresis and eddy current losses in transformer, motor, or misfiring in variable speed drive. It will also affect the performance of drive, power electronics drive, and torque pulsation in motor. So there are various drawbacks are there when we use the square wave or some kind of waveform which is not pure sine wave. This is not related to only inverter, but in case of power system also, when we use the different power electronic devices, the issues arises and it's called the power quality issue. The issue of impure or impurity in sine wave is arrived in actual power system is due to the shape of current. In most of the case, voltage shape is maintained sine wave, but due to, like say example of bridge rectifier and capacitor in bridge rectifier output, it's distort the current and will not remain the pure sine wave. So this is mainly current impurity results in heating and torque pulsation in motor, another issue. But in case of inverter, if we can improve the shape of voltage, then the current shape will also improve. If we consider only purely resistive load also, then also the shape of voltage and current are same. So we are discussing in this session of inverter is how to improve the shape of output voltage waveform that is much closer to sine wave. If we use the DC link inverter, that is converting AC to DC and then DC to AC to achieve the variable frequency, variable voltage drive, or in many cases, so in here also it will also affect the performance of load and also it will affect the source. So there are several ways to achieve the more closer output voltage waveform in inverter, and that we are going to discuss. Let's talk about the resistive load. With the square wave inverter, we know that voltage and current both are in phase and same in shape, so current is also pure square wave. For the same output voltage waveform, if we consider the RL load, we have seen that the shape of current will be like raising exponentially and decaying exponentially. Okay, we can say that here current is little bit more closer to sine wave with compared to the square wave, or shape of current is quite different, but voltage still remain the same. If we have the RLC type load, then it is still better. Our current will be more and pure sinusoidal waveform due to LC oscillation, and still voltage will remain the square wave. So what we gonna do to understand how we can change the voltage by different switching pattern so that we can have the output voltage more close to sine wave. But current can be easily filtered out, and even we can add the external inductor or capacitor in the load circuit to achieve the sinusoidal current. If we discuss, then shape of output current depends upon load or even passive element like resistor, inductor and capacitor that can be connected with load to get desired shape of current that we discussed. The quest is about improvement in output voltage waveform. So we are here concentrating on how can we improve the voltage shape output of inverter. Output voltage waveform should be resemble sine wave as close as possible. We need to understand either application really demands pure sine wave, or is it okay to go with the just square wave inverter. In many a case like the low power, low voltage inverter, sometimes square wave is enough, like in heating application for the incandescent bulb, and like low power application square wave is enough. Then we do not require for the sine wave inverter or to achieve the more pure output voltage from the inverter, because more sophisticated control circuit required to produce output voltage more close to sine wave. That means it will increase the cost and size both in case of inverter when we want to shift from square wave to some other kind of wave. First we will discuss which kind of output voltage wave shape we can achieve by just switching it on and off. So we are having the square wave. We already know how to produce the square wave by just switching it on and off from the topology, and the actual sine wave is something like this, what we require. If conceptually we discuss about the difference between the sine wave and square wave, then we can see the sine wave has the higher magnitude at around 90 degree and magnitude reduced from left side or right side from 90 degree, that means 0 or 90 to 180 degree, while square wave magnitude remain constant throughout 0 to 180. So likewise we can have idea about conceptually difference between sine wave and square wave. So by understanding that the magnitude of sine wave is function of sine, but at center it is maximum and gradually it is reduced from 90 to 180 and 90 toward 0 following function of sine. We can produce only stepped voltage in case of inverter. So we are having the possibility to produce square wave easily with the inverter, not pure sine wave. We will see the other possibility. The second possibility to produce the stepped voltage is this kind of voltage waveform. Now what is the difference between these two voltage? Here we are having positive VDC and minus negative VDC across the load. So load voltage is VDC to minus VDC, minus VDC to VDC is changing like this to resemble the output voltage waveform more closer to sine wave, because we already talked about at center portion magnitude is high, and when we reach towards 0 or 90 to 180 magnitude reduce. So we can say conceptually, if we are having the magnitude of pulse at center and here it is 0, so slightly it will more close to sine wave with compared to square wave, that we can see. If we go one step further, because this is possible with the single DC source and it can be easily achieved by controlling our switching pulse. So this both type of pulse can be achieved with the same inverter topology we have studied, the bridge inverter. Now in second step we can also go for the 2-step or 3-step depending upon the requirement, but it's required the different voltage level, different voltage source or capacitor based splitted voltage supply. Here voltage level are 2, So one voltage level, second voltage level, and this type of waveform is much more closer to the sine wave with compared to this also, because at center magnitude is high, at left side and right side magnitude is again less in step. So if we conceptually understand, we can say this kind of waveform is more closer to the sine wave. So if we draw the sine wave, then we can have this is more closer to the sine wave, and the issue is we require two voltage source to produce the two-step or splitted capacitor topology, which we will discuss later. But in case of three-phase inverter, we have seen this is the same shape what we get from the phase voltage of three-phase 180-degree mode inverter. That means even if we produce the square pole voltage in the three-phase inverter, then we will get the better shape of the output voltage waveform, which is much closer to the sine wave. So three-phase inverter produces phase voltage which is much closer to the sine wave with compared to square wave. If you recall, the magnitude was VDC by 3 and 2 VDC by 3 in the phase voltage of star connected three-phase 180-degree mode inverter. Okay, if we discuss about the next possibility, instead of tap voltage, we do not want to increase the voltage source, number of voltage source in single phase inverter, then we can have possibility of arranging the width of pulse. So this is also output voltage waveform, and to resemble the sine wave, we can have higher width in the center, and gradually the number of pulse we can use here, 3 pulses are only used to represent the 180-degree, and width of pulse will reduce as we go reach towards 0 and 90 to 180-degree. So in center width is higher, so average of this portion will be higher, averaging of this portion will be less, and it will still same resemble the much more closer to the sine wave. So with the single DC voltage source, this is the only technique. By arranging the width of pulse, we can achieve the more closer output voltage waveform, that is more closer to the sine wave. We can also shift the pulse from VDC to minus VDC, and like this will discuss in the pulse width modulation technology. But this is what the pulse width variation of output voltage we can achieve conceptually to resemble the sine wave with only single DC source. Its name famous as the PWM techniques, pulse width modulation, which used to produce the pure sine wave inverter. But to understand all of this, at which extent mathematically we can represent accurately the closeness of output voltage waveform to the sine wave, we required the Fourier series. So to understand why impure sine wave creates issue, we need to use Fourier series, or say Fourier analysis of output waveform. And to measure the content of impurity in sine wave, the term total harmonic distortion THD is used. So now in next session we will understand what is Fourier analysis of output voltage waveform, how we can utilize it to identify the contents and closeness of output voltage to the sine wave in terms of THD.